again, everyone. I am here today with an unbagging or unboxing of a limited edition leather from Chic Sparrow called the Tiffany leather. So I'm kind of two minds when I unbox something that is no longer available. So I know that there are people who want to see what it looks like, so that's essentially why I do them. But there's also a lot of people who are sad that they won't be getting one or that they can't find them anymore. Because this particular leather, which I'll get out of here and show you in a minute, is, as far as I know, not going to be available again from Chic Sparrow. Sometimes, they do sort of one-offs, oh, we found some more or something like that, but I don't want to get your hopes up because that might not happen. One thing, though, is I've already seen a few of these of different sizes and types of TN on buy-sell trade groups on Facebook. So sometimes people get one of these limited edition notebooks with limited edition leather and it's just not for them. So I would encourage you to keep a lookout if this is something that you really, really want to get. And also, there might be some people out there who want to compare the one that I got to the one that they got. So those are all the various reasons why I do unboxings for limited edition things. But generally, I'm going to let you know if something's not going to be available or probably not available. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up so you can see it. And I also have another notebook to compare it to so that should, as far as I know, still be available on Chic Sparrow's website. So if you like the look of this other one, that could be something that you could get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out here. I'm going to go ahead and check the envelope real quick. Got another one of these cute little stickers. Okay, so this is, oh, that's really, really pretty. So this is the Tiffany leather. This is a B6 Slim in the Cascade pocket version. And this has kind of become my new go-to whenever I get something new from Chic Sparrow, just because I really, really like the configuration of these pockets. I find them really, really useful. And this size in particular, I use it for a variety of things, but the main reason why I have this size is to switch out my everyday carry every so often. I will put a video, or I'll put a link down to my video below where I go through my everyday carry. It's apparently one of my most popular videos, probably because I keep linking to it because it does show my setup, and my setup has not changed in quite some time. So unless I'm changing that, I'm not really going to show that again, and I'll just refer to that other video. But okay, so here's the inside, and the inside has a really nice sort of suede-like feel to it. This leather actually seems fairly firm. But it is still somewhat floppy, as you can see. I would say this is probably most similar in both thickness and texture to Waypoint, which tends to be a very oily leather, though. That's the leather that they make make a lot of their bags and pouches and that sort of thing, and then they also make traveler's notebooks out of it. But this is sort of similar to that, but without the oily feel. And I kind of knew that this would scratch up easily. It's got a lot of marks on it. I really like this kind of character, and I really like how there's a lot of variation in the color here. And you can see it does mark up easily. It seems to mark white when you do have things that are rubbing up against it, because it's already got this from the elastic around. I do plan to change out the white elastic. I have some colors that I thought would go well with this that are coming from Illustring, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if those might be a little too green, because I think that this is more of a teal color. So it's kind of in between green and blue, but it sort of goes a little green. So the notebook that I have to compare it to is the Alice from the Carol collection. So this is it doesn't necessarily, it's a completely different leather, let's just say that. It doesn't have the same feel. This feels a little bit dry to the touch to me, and this feels a little bit slick by comparison. They both have really beautiful markings. This is an A6 folio, by the way, that I'm showing you now. And I actually did not get an Alice in the initial release. I did get this from a buy-sell trade group. So, and at the time it was sold out on Chic Sparrow's website. So just to show that you can do that, you can get some things aftermarket when they're not available anymore. But this has been restocked. So they do have some Alice leather. At least the last time I checked, they do. So you can kind of see that this is more blue and this is more tealy green. Me personally, I think that this is more my speed. Mostly, well, partially because of the color, because I really do love this color, and partially because that it's gonna get really scuffed up and kind of, I feel like I can use this and the use will be shown on the notebook, if that makes sense. This does scratch fairly easily, which so easily that I'm not even really going to show you here. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. So I haven't really been using this. And this is one of the ones that I had set aside to perhaps sell, but every time I go back and look at it, I think, oh, I really like that color. Like, so I do like this color, and I like the tiny little marks, sort of like an eggshell. It's almost like a robin's egg, you know, with the little dots on it. And I really like that too. The A6 folio is not necessarily a size that I always use, but I do have a few things that I use it for. So I may or may not keep this. I'm still on the fence. This one, however, I think that mine will not be one that you will be seeing on the buy-sell trade groups, unfortunately, because at least not anytime soon, because I'm really liking this a lot. And I just have to figure out what elastics to replace the white elastics with, because if you have seen any of my videos at all, you know that I'm just not a fan of white elastics. And I'm going to do a little test on the inside. Yeah, so it does scratch a little, but it only just shows up as sort of a white mark, and it looks like you can rub it out just a little bit. So I'm really interested to see what this will look like once I have some skin oils that kind of get into this and see how it ages. So I think that's about it. I'll show these side by side again so you can see. I don't really have any other similar leathers to compare. Usually I'm more of sort of a brown and black leather kind of person, but occasionally I do like colors in my notebooks. In my recent destash, I actually got rid of a few blue notebooks, but I'm still hanging on to a few. So that's it for today, I think. That's really all I can show you for the time being. So feel free to subscribe to keep track of future videos, and I hope to see you here soon. All right, take care. Bye.